Hello and welcome into a special edition of Same Shit, Different Toilet. Coming to you directly from the Mountain House. Yes, and we have two special guests in the house tonight. Well, three special guests if you can include the wilderness. But we have Mama KGB and Hollywood Nikki making their first appearance on Same Shit, Different Toilet.
Woo.
Welcome.
It's about time.
Yeah, it's about goddamn time.
Women always be late to shit.
Because they had to get ready.
They had to get
Fashionably.
beautiful.
Yeah.
They had to get
I've
gorgeous.
been busy.
Party doesn't start till we walk in.
Sped no expense.
So what do you guys think of the Mountain House?
The Mountain House is awesome, dude.
I love the
Right.
Mountain House.
I love coming up here for sure. It's so peaceful here.
And just
Is
to
that
let
the train?
It is.
I don't know. If you,
don't know.
just
Is
to
that
let
the
everybody
dryer?
know, we are recording from outside on the
Outside.
porch of the Mountain House on the deck. It's beautiful. Man, you can't get any better
I
with all
know,
these
it's-
trees around right now.
Especially since like they form these sentinels around the yard. Because obviously where the house is, there's no giant trees right on the porch. But it's so cool when you just look straight up. It's like these big giant guardians as you stare off into the the universe. Man, it's awesome.
Just peeking up to the top. It's kind of intimidating at first. We got here last night and it was hella dark. And I was a little unsettled. Because I've been watching all that East Area rapist shit. And I came out here and I didn't have my bearings. And we arrived in dark. And Mama KGB was like, go out on the fucking deck and see how beautiful it is. I immediately got scared. First,
See how beautiful the pitch dark is.
at first I thought it was either
A bear?
a scene out of Scream, or I was afraid of a mountain lion or a bear. And I was like, this is just all bad.
It was quite comical. You were getting a little paranoid. You were like, you wanted to put your back up against the house.
Yeah, I didn't like my...
so nothing could sneak up on you.
I don't really like my back exposed to anything anyway, but I get too comfortable, and then every now and then I'll check. I'll be, oh my god, what have I left myself exposed to? And it happened last night, but I was like, oh shit's real. Like I almost dropped and covered.
Not to mention
There's
we got
that
another
train.
guest in
That's
here.
that train. I love it.
It was beside the train. Baby Mac is in the house. If you guys hear a little
Can you
rustling
hear
and
him?
bustling.
Yeah, every once in a while you can hear him.
Yeah,
Coo.
it's Baby
Cute.
Mac.
Yeah,
He's
that's what I
chilling.
thought the third guest was going to be. Instead,
I
you
did
were
too,
like,
and then he said
the
wilderness.
I
So I was like, all right.
Dude, he's been so quiet. He's just been
true.
so quiet.
You
and
forgot
good,
he's even
I
there.
forgot he's even there. That's right.
That's all
Yeah,
good.
so he's chilling with Mom.
Mac in the house.
That's right. So,
So I think this is going to be fun, ladies. I think we want to hear how you guys feel about all of this.
Yeah.
What's the flip side? Because it's all fun and games for us.
Yeah. We have our Monday Boys Club,
Yeah.
and we put you guys out. I
We
think
actually-
And we grab our phones in the mid-conversation, which is a cardinal sin to me.
yeah.
But I don't want to lose ideas.
you can't.
It's pretty intense, actually, when we're having a conversation about something. It could be a little bit, it could be about something important, maybe the wedding, and maybe I said something. He's like, oh my God, hold on. I got to write this down before I forget it. Otherwise, and so it's in the conversation with the secret, app that you guys chat on
Right.
or
Yeah,
something.
yes,
I
yes.
just-
The secret,
and
secret app. That's what we're going to call
So,
it.
and he's just sitting there. He's like, all right, back to what we were talking about. Don't worry about
At least I say
it.
stop.
It's true. And then I forget, but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
okay. I mean,
while it fucks up the flow of your
I know.
conversation, we really need to write shit down. I had a dope joke, and I said it out loud, and we both laughed at it, and I still can't for the life of me
Oh, yeah.
remember what this joke is. And I was like, oh my God, I have to write that joke down. Got my phone out, figured it out, whatever. We started getting into a side conversation, and by the time I realized why I had my phone out, I had forgotten the
too
joke.
late.
I'm still mad. Like, that was a good joke. It was like the best joke I've had. And it was just like, I don't know.
Better
I
write
dropped
them down.
I dropped a stupid one on D'Angelo the other day. I tried to send him money on Venmo. You ever use Venmo?
It's, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It requires you to leave a note. And so you stand it right next to me. I was like, what? I got to leave a note? This is stupid. So then I send it.
say hi.
And then he gets it and he opens it up and he says, B flat.
Oh, that's a no.
And then all of a sudden you could see it dawn on his face. He's like,
I
oh,
get it.
you're such a
B
dork.
flat. G sharp.
I left you a note.
right?
So what do you think, ladies? What do you think, Hollywood Nikki?
Yes.
We get less of your input because Mama KGB comes in the outhouse sometimes.
Yeah, she lives in the outhouse.
by virtue of living.
By default.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, Monday nights are quiet for me at least, so that's kind of nice.
That is nice. Hey, sometimes my mom for Mother's Day just asks for silence. She wants us all to go do stuff and leave her the fuck alone. She wants to come up here and just sit here by herself.
Nikki has never been one to shy away from her personal time. And in fact, has
It's good for you.
demanded it on multiple occasions.
Good for you.
I
Yeah.
have to. He's so clingy.
Yeah, I understand that feeling.
Whatever.
Mine looks at me like she wants to eat me. It creeps me out, man.
What is wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
I find you highly attractive.
Nothing.
And I
You
look
watch.
At you with,
You
wish.
binge watch murder shows and look at me like you want to eat me.
Oh
and you
my
wonder why I'm
God.
suspicious.
He gives me crap for that too. He
Uh,
thinks I watch those shows so that I can figure out a
Yeah.
way to kill him.
No,
You're
yeah.
watching
it's
more
just
wives that killed their
fascinating.
husband.
Once the
911.
math
Isn't it
makes sense, we're out of here.
It is very interesting. I have zero. I don't. Baby, I love you. We're
Yeah,
about
you
to
say
get
that now.
married.
Uh-huh. That
By
way, all that life
California.
insurance money for sure comes to you.
What? No, listen, Linda. It's not about. It's about. I like
Linda?
to look
What?
at
Yeah.
you.
Don't you know the
People-
Listen Linda kid?
No, don't tell me you do not. You do not know about Listen, Linda. About the little kid.
Oh, the little Mexican kid. He's like 3 years old and he's talking to his mom. Her
No
name's
way.
Linda. And he's going, Linda, Linda, listen. Listen, Linda. Honey. He's just, it's mimicking his dad. It's hilarious.
Oh, I
No.
haven't seen this.
It's
I
all
got to
about-
give you pow-pows. No pow-pows.
But when I go over to Grandma's,
Yeah.
she lets me have all the cupcakes
Cookies
I
I want,
want,
yeah.
or cookies.
Were
Whatever.
you supposed to get in the cupboard? Listen, Linda. Look.
Look it,
honey.
Look it.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, well, that was a lovely inside joke
Yeah,
there.
sorry.
Because you just educated me on some shit.
Oh, you need to watch it. That's pretty funny.
Linda.
You're funny.
All right, I still haven't got a good answer.
Yeah, that
you
wasn't
got
a
your
very
Monday. You got your Monday time. What else?
Oh,
How do you feel?
I'm
What do you
like,
think?
I'm like Mama KGB though. This guy's on his phone all the time. I told him the other day he talks to you two more than he talks to me.
Oh, that's
not
probably
true.
true.
It's
I agree.
true.
It's not true.
She's busy at work. I hardly talk to her.
Is that-
Well,
I'm
really
busy at
counted-
work.
Is that really counted as talking to us? Messaging?
that's
yeah.
communication.
It's
Yes,
good.
He
that is a
doesn't.
sort
He
of
doesn't
communication.
hear me when he's texting you.
Okay.
So
You also whisper.
I don't whisper.
She'll be
I
like,
talk normally. I just don't shout like him.
Can you hear me there, Mom? Hey, babe, can you hear me there?
Don't talk like that.
Huh? And like she says it,
No,
and
I
I'll be
just
like,
talk
"Why
like
are
a
you
regular
mad?"
person.
She's like, "I asked you 6 times."
This
What?
morning on
asked you-
SSDT Public Radio, we're gonna have a conversation with our co-host
You're so full
and
of crap.
founder Duffman.
And I'm like, "Yo, girl, I'm half deaf. You know this shit. You need to speak up when you talk to me."
Just throw shit at him.
Oh, well, you don't pay attention to me when when you're on your phone. Well, speak even louder then, because I'm on my phone and I'm
Maybe I
obviously
should
not
just start
listening.
smacking him.
Yeah.
Fucking, it would be better. It would
Okay.
almost be an improvement. Then I said
Oh, come on.
6 times.
I
Am I whispering right now?
no.
Not right
Exactly.
now.
Exactly.
No,
That's
your
how I
levels are
always
clean
talk.
over here.
No, it isn't.
You're good.
No, it isn't. You know it because you're doing it
No,
on
I
purpose.
don't.
You see me like with headphones on and like my phone and playing Nintendo, but it's the Wii where you have the balance board and you're like, you're zoned in. There's like 6 different things going on. I'm like doing my taxes. You'd be like,
She talks to me when I'm leaving the room.
oh,
I don't.
or
listen,
when
I
you're
don't-
walking.
She won't say shit when I'm in the room.
not-
As
I
soon
don't-
as I go to leave,
Yeah.
it's like I hit that door threshold. And another thing.
And it comes
Yeah.
to me. It comes
Yeah.
to me as soon as you walk out. I'll be like, "Oh
That's
shit!"
cold.
I have to say something, and I don't mean to do it like to piss him off.
I
or
don't mean to
anything.
do it 3,000 times in a row.
But you know what, honey? When you walk in that door and I have not seen you in like freaking 15, 16 hours, I would like to talk to my husband sometimes. So I'm trying to have you right there, and I don't want you to leave. And you
No,
just
that's
walk out the door.
horseshit because you don't say anything when I'm fidgeting at the nightstand.
Why are
It's
you, why would you
silence.
be-
It's not till I leave.
What do you mean fidgeting?
Fidgeting like
the
you're
lights?
waiting for her
Well,
to
no,
say
like I
something?
come in and I take my watch off and I got to put it on the charger and then I
Right.
got to plug my phone in and then like maybe I take my hat off and I stick it in a closet and she's just like la 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 and I'm like, I could use a beverage. I'm going to step outside. And as soon as I hit that door, she's like, so can you believe this chick today at work?
Walk with me, talk with me.
No, she'll be
No,
sitting
I'm
on the
in
bed.
bed.
She just wants me to stay.
Walk. Well, and that I'll be like, hold that thought. I will be right back.
No.
I will need a beer for this story
No, you
because
should-
you're gonna fill my head with a bunch of useless information.
Hey.
Can you believe that she wore a pink top to the Mother's Day brunch? Like, pink is so 5 years ago. Everybody stopped wearing pink when that one rap singer turned into a lesbian. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Live from the Mountain House.
No, that's not. No.
You know the one I'm guilty of though is remembering that I want him to grab me something, but I remember it right as he's sitting down.
Like,
We play Not It a lot.
pot committed sitting
No.
down.
He
no.
plays not
No,
it.
we play
a
Ass
lot.
in the ass
That's a lot.
groove.
So one time,
Could you get me a water?
in the ass group.
Oh, yeah, you're like cheeked in.
One time we were getting ready for bed and we're like both on each side of the bed, like doing our thing. And there's only one pillow. And she goes, "Where's my pillow?" And I said, "I took it in the living room earlier." And we looked at each other like it was one of those spaghetti
And
westerns.
you both jumped in.
And then we jumped for it, but she didn't go full out, right? Like she reached for it. I like went in like a dolphin, like head first, like, and I pinned it between my head and the headboard. Had she got there a split second earlier, we might have been on our way to the hospital.
I know.
Just instead of her on her way to the living room to get her pillow. That's how we settle shit. You're closest. A lot of not its. Yeah, walk out in the middle of the forest tonight and play that one. See how you feel about it.
So bad. Dude, we ran into strangers in the woods. We ran into strangers.
Strangers I
Today?
turned into friends.
They were
Yeah,
cool.
Holly and Scott.
Oh, one of them hit the blunt.
Yeah,
Did you
Holly
see
was
a-
his name.
Did you see a
His
banjo?
He been
back
cutting
in
here
the
since the
50s?
50s.
No, they
I
had
know.
quads, and like one of them was super old, and the guy was walking over to me, and he was about to smoke a cigarette, and I was like, "Do you want to smoke something else?" He's like, "What is it?"
Whoa.
I passed him the blunt, and he's like, "What is it?" And I was like, "The Chronic." And he's like, "I don't know what that is." The Chronic. I was like, "Yeah, man, weed."
Well, they stopped. They stopped to have a conversation. I'm like, Stan, I just want to see the fucking dam that you built last time you were here. Just take me to the
I
dam
didn't
so I
see
can
the
come
dam.
back. Yeah, you were in the dam.
That's when you started walking up
You
river
were in it.
like a mountain
You
man.
were in
It was
the
fucking
You were in
sick.
it.
Dude, don't you see your pants over there with the legs all
and they
just
were all
fucking-
wet.
Are
Wet.
those his?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I
Oh,
got
Jesus.
in the
Okay.
water in my
So-
boots. It
Of
We got
was
good
course
so
you
cool.
pictures.
did.
We'll show you.
It was a beautiful
So
creek.
Hollywood, this is
Did
what
you
happened.
felt
did you
so
get
good.
in on purpose?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I was
Oh, okay.
stomping through the creek.
He was so
and I
determined.
sat on a log
So
and like
surprised.
kept smoking my blunt.
He-
It was one of the best days I've had in the world.
It was so funny because you were so determined to walk through into it and through
That's
it.
what
just
you're
about-
supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a man should in the
I
woods.
wasn't worrying
apparently.
about my shoes. I had these shitty boots
No,
on.
but
and-
you were. It was so
denim.
funny to watch you because you were so determined to get to that log. It doesn't matter if you fell; you would get up.
Yeah.
You wanted to sit on it.
So I passed the blunt to this
Rumbling,
stranger on the
stumbling.
ATV while we were talking to the senior citizen part of the couple. And it was like a guy that was like 10 years older than us and his dad. So dad would be old, right? And right as he goes to hit the blunt, I was like, "There's hash in there." Like, I just snuck it in.
That was dirty.
And I don't think he did. I don't think he heard it because he didn't. Huh? Like as he's hitting it.
It's laced with coke.
By the way, there's mushrooms in there.
That would be wrong.
PCP on that.
Yeah. By the way, that's
Your fault for not asking.
I'm a stranger in the woods. You can't fault me. I sealed that blunt with fucking cheek stain.
What?
What?
No, not really.
I don't want to know what that is.
No, no, no.
It's like
I almost had
hot ass sweat with a
I
little
was
bit
gonna
of
say you put it in your ass.
with a
cheeks.
little bit of
Jeez.
unwiped shit in it.
Ew.
Ew, what?
50 first dates, right?
I didn't do it, bro.
Didn't he have the J like in his ass crack?
Oh, bro. Where did that come from, bro?
I don't remember that on 50 First Dates.
Yeah, Rob
The
Schneider.
Sandler
dude.
movie.
Yeah.
Rob Schneider was that
He-
Hawaiian
he played
guy
the
with
Hawaiian
who
guy.
got like bit by a shark.
Yeah. And he just whips out a joint out of his. He reaches in at his ass crack and just.
Ugh.
Would you like a hit? No, I'm
good. I love that movie. That is one of my favorite Sandler movies. 50 First Dates. I love 50 First Dates. That's a good movie. That was I guess I haven't seen the.
They ended up on a sailboat.
That's true.
10-second Tom.
I think that was
Hey,
one
I'm
of
Tom.
the movies that really he turned it more towards family and heart versus dumb
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Tom.
dumb shit.
No, it definitely
It was
a little
dumb shit,
heartwarming.
but then with
Yeah.
more heart.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I love it. No, it
Sandler
was a
has a
good one.
lot of heart in his movies, and I really like it. I could see the computer, so I'm gonna watch my waveform go bigger.
It's nice out here.
Mac
isn't
is
it?
having a hard time out here.
No, he's having a Mac attack.
Is he?
No, the allergies. It's just there's so much.
There's a lot out here.
I hope I fixed it.
But the fresh air is wonderful, and it was exactly what I was looking
Tit
for.
mouth.
Just to get some
The
fresh
smell
air.
of the
A
pines.
fresh one.
I love it.
Get out of the line of the city and
Yeah.
traffic.
So we have a
Rat
Couldn't
race.
wait to get here.
we have a group family thread or whatever, and we all talk to each other on the family thread. And Nikki sends pictures of the baby and stuff, and she said this picture of Mac zoned out the other day, and she was like, "This is what it looks like to be milk drunk," and everyone starts doing their likes and their hearts or kissy blow faces or whatever, and then her sister.
Uh-oh.
Oh, balls. Is it?
Go on. No.
What happened?
No. There we go.
And then her sister Victoria was like, tit-faced. I was
That'd
like,
be a good shirt.
fire.
Right? It would be, actually.
Genius.
That's a good shirt. We should do that one.
It would be an even better
Tit-faced.
onesie.
Oh yeah. Right.
That's a good point.
Oh. You know how many onesies you would sell that said tit-faced?
Dude,
That's fucking hilarious.
Bro.
I got a
You heard it
grown
her.
up one.
You got to bleep out that joke. Edit it out. We can't give it away to the
Yeah,
internet.
dude.
We just wrote that.
Just say Wednesday. Wednesday.
So I was walking through the creek, right?
Speaking of jerking off.
And another thing.
So, my homie at work that's got a guy for everything, right? Carlos got a guy?
Carlos got a guy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Is
an
that
app.
his full name?
Yeah.
That's his full name. It's his legal name.
and his nickname.
He gets hit. He has this thing fall on his arm. Fucks his arm up pretty good, right? It's weighed 30 pounds, fell 15 feet out of the air. And so he's walking around yesterday, and we're doing our rounds. We were fucking off is what we were doing. And everybody keeps asking what happened to his arm. So they would walk up, what happened to your arm, man? You fucking idiot, you know? I was like, it was an alcohol jerking off related incident.
Does he have a cast on?
He's got this. It's a wrap around his whole arm, and it's his right hand. He can't do shit. We had to go vote. They wanted us to go vote for some shit at work. It was so stupid. And he's like, you got to write my name. I can't write my name. It's his right hand. So I had to write his name on. He's like, you're not gonna vote? I'm like, no, why not? Because I'm a grown ass man, and I don't give a fuck what color uniform they supply us with while I work. You know what I mean?
Oh, I
this is
give a fuck.
silly.
Oh, I get it.
So-
Well, what was the color choices, man?
Brown,
Pink, purple,
blue.
and
yeah, whatever.
Pink.
Brown and blue.
Pretty much. Doesn't matter. I don't give a shit.
Ooh, I would be all over that.
Nah, not very uniform.
Makes a fucking difference to me. I would perform better in a blue uniform than I would a brown uniform. That's why I turned down that job at UPS.
Yeah, you'd rather work for the post office.
He's a
Full
goddamn patriot.
benefits. I believe in the dying system.
With the postal
Email
service or
schmeemail. Ain't got no bandwidth on me. I'll still deliver mail on fucking horseback with a knapsack and a fucking bell to ring as I drive. As I throw a package on the porch, I ride by and I ring a bell. Bing, 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 bing. What the fuck was that? Someone trying to get in? Now that's just Sam, the mailman. I wish he'd stop ringing that goddamn bell.
He's really dedicated to the old ways.
Hey, by the way, so we were in the garage fucking with the hot water heater up here at the mountain house. Or actually, they were, and I was smoking and stuff.
That's what I
And-
thought. I kind of wondered
gonna
earlier.
say,
I was like, I
what?
bet Duff's contribution was just to stand there drinking beer.
Medication.
Yeah.
He worked the radio.
He
Yeah.
did. He
And
supplied the music.
Orange kept going, can we get a compromise on the music? This doesn't really suit the mountain house.
Cool on the
I'm
heart.
like, shut the fuck up. He
Evolution.
would go pee, and I'd just start playing shit with bass. And then he'd come out, and I'd turn it down real quick. No, it's just your ears are just weak or something. I don't know.
I just like to, I don't know. I like everything to be mellow, nothing harsh, nothing.
I love mellow, but I like
Yeah.
hard ass rap music
Oh, I know.
and hard ass metal music.
At the right time.
So Nikki, tell everybody else why another reason you don't like me.
Huh?
She's devoted her life to you.
You know, just tell them all
I-
another reason
What
why
are
you don't
talking
like me.
about?
What are you talking about?
You guys should
Well,
be lucky
I'm
to have
waiting.
each
I
other.
keep waiting for the well. I love you, babe. But
I don't know if the show's long enough.
try us. Try me.
Nah.
I'm smothering my face into this popper stopper,
Oh,
and I'm pretending it's your pussy when I do
oh my god. He's so nasty.
it. This popper stopper smells so much like bad breath that I'm almost convinced it's the smell of a pussy.
If it smells like bad breath,
Seriously.
it's yours.
I ate a lot of tuna fish. Hey, what about that clam dip?
Speaking
You
of,
want me to make more? Speaking of a seafood
I'm
smell.
not quite sure where we went from dirty smelling pussy to a clam.
Yeah, it happens.
you
time
don't
to time.
see that leap? That's an easy one.
Tough man's tuna. Guaranteed to smell like my wife's pussy or your money back.
Well, what am I gonna base this on? I mean, are you gonna actually smell it?
Jeez.
Call 555-555-555-55
Escalated.
and set up a meet and greet with
He always goes too
so you
far.
can smell the
he takes
pussy
it too
with
far
the
every
tuna.
time. Every time.
I mean, don't ruin tuna and clams for me, please.
Oh,
I've had to switch to chicken.
Chicken of the sea. But that is a good
Chicken of
question,
the
though.
sea.
Chicken.
No,
It says
that's
chicken
still
of the sea, but is it
tuna.
really
That's
tuna?
still
Why?
tuna.
But why would they call that?
because it's
Because it
Fucking-
tastes like
it's
everything.
Like
yeah,
Doesn't
it's
make
white
sense.
meat.
I-
It's just
yeah, I
like chopped
guess.
up.
but
'Cause
that's
it's
definitely
white.
still tuna. But they
Well,
make
Because the
they're-
pork people stole the other white meat. They had to come up with something new. They were like, how about fucking chicken of the sea?
Well, as on land, chickens are hella common. In sea,
Hella
tuna is common.
Is tuna common?
tuna?
Good
Tuna.
exhaustive
I'm sorry,
research.
did I say it?
Tuna?
I pronounced it wrong. Tuna. Is it common?
Have you ever taken a tour of the tuna factory?
Tour.
I don't know,
tour.
but
Tour.
He says tour like I do.
know.
I told him that yesterday. I think it was yesterday.
Or today.
Was it? I don't know, because he kept saying it, and it was driving me crazy
Where are
for
you,
like.
what are you
3
taking?
A tour of the tuna factory.
Isn't it a tour?
Yes, it's a fucking tour.
Tour.
Ding! Where's the ding, freshie? Ding! Give me.
Is that a tour?
I want 3 dings.
How is it
We're
a
not
tour?
saying tour. It's a tour.
It's
No,
a
it's
tour.
Yeah,
Almost like
Yeah.
a tumor, but a tour.
I can give you a tour of my place right here.
Tour.
I would like a
Yes.
tour.
I
could-
will give you a tour of this place. I mean,
Ye-
you've seen it. It's fine.
I mean, I've
But I will.
lived here for a day, but you can take me on tour. That's fine.
Okay. It's not a tour.
I've officially set up
You might.
residence.
I find like 3 new rooms
Your
I didn't
mom's
know about.
married,
Holy
you
shit! Well, we only give these to people that make it to day 2, and since that BB gun didn't fucking break your brain, and you're still here talking loudly
I
on
want
the
a BB
mic.
gun.
I want a BB gun.
I do too.
Dude,
I
you
do.
grabbed
I-
that shit out of my hand and sprayed it like some special agent. Like you knew what you were doing.
Did you
broke
hit
it
the
down,
can 6
popped the
times?
slide
I was like,
off.
here,
Who
just-
did? Mama
just shoot it
KGB?
once.
I did.
Like, I don't really want it. Just shoot it once. She grabbed it out of my hand. Bam, 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 bam.
But how many times did she hit the
Nice.
bottle or the can?
There was no
Probably
bottle, or
every
there was a
time.
tree, and I did not miss the
She
tree.
said there was no bottle like it was the Matrix. The
Right?
key, the key
There was
tough
no
man, is to understand
I'm pretty
that
sure
there is no bottle.
There
there
is
was
no
She's
bottle.
bending
there all
BBs like
day.
Angelina Jolie.
That is in what? Wanted? Is that what
Yep.
it was? Yeah.
That's it.
She was pretty good.
Good call.
There's
She's
this-
also Agent Salt. That's really good.
She had this movie with like Ethan Hawke, and that movie started on a train, actually. And he was like this serial killer or something. I forgot what it was
Ethan
called.
Hawke.
But he was,
Angelina Jolie.
I don't know, it was a long time ago. But her tits in that movie. Let's just get to the point.
She has no ass, though.
I don't know.
No, she does not. I'm just saying.
I don't know. She's old now.
She still looks good. Her
She's old like bad soda. It's like it's old, but you eat it. You drink it anyway because you need to mix the jack with something. But it's like it's kind of flat.
Flat
well,
soda's the worst.
that's Angelina Jolie's flat soda.
Flat soda.
Because like
It'll
10,
quench the thirst.
10
It's gonna
years
be a
ago,
headline in Us Weekly this week.
it would be a hit and run. Like
Angelina Jolie, flat soda.
Flat soda.
play t-ball with my big dick on her old ass.
Angelina finds out that Brad and Jen went away to Aspen this weekend.
And then she fucked up.
She's a flat.
I don't know.
That was perfect.
So, Nikki, why else don't you like me? I want you to go. And another thing.
Can I have some more wine over here?
I want some wine.
Do we need to open another bottle?
No,
I think we have one right
We have a
here.
bottle
Yeah.
right here.
I'll take a little. Actually, pass that around.
That's right. This is the way we do it at the,
Yeah.
the
At
at
Mountain
that
House.
It's a really nice bottle.
The substitute out.
all right.
Well, what does Mama KGB think? Because she's the one that's got to put up with us, right?
I don't mind it actually.
talking
Here you go, fresh.
I
I
pawn
don't
all the
mind.
household
Thank you, sir.
all the household responsibilities are pawned off on you after like 2 o'clock on Monday.
After
Well-
2 o'clock on Monday to like what? To Monday again?
So about 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Then I
You-
take over for Sunday.
No, you.
I give you a
I
rest.
love you.
I give you a rest.
You do not.
Jeff Foxworthy nailed that one. He said that women do 95% of the housework. He said the problem is that the men are more proud of the 5% they do. Your wife could be outside repaving the driveway.
Nick, do you
A
want
man
me
would
to-
walk outside like, "Hey, honey,
Orange.
you know those
I
dirty
would-
dishes in the sink? I took care of those. Don't worry about them, all right?"
Well,
Can you
listen.
get it?
No, I did. So we had a dresser, one of our dressers, and the drawer broke. The drawer broke. So
KGB's drunk.
no, I just
She
Kill
wants
her
you to
green
think she's
bud.
drunk and she's gonna kill
No.
him.
so so the drawer broke, right? And it's been like I want to say a month and a half, going on 2.
Oh, that's a baloney story. It was like 3 days.
Babe, no, it was not. Literally came 3 times. She
Wait,
comes every
what?
2 weeks.
Oh, that
So the
just
drawer.
sounded like a
All
porno.
right, that's 5
No,
weeks.
it's been,
That sounded like the name
So-
of a porno. Lily came 3 times.
Lily is our house cleaner who helps
Definitely
me
not our girlfriend.
with our freaking.
Is she cute? I think it would be hard to have a cute house cleaner come in once a week. Because Nikki would
Oh,
keep
I didn't
trying
know
to
you
fuck
were
'em.
here.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
It's a little chilly. I'm usually bigger.
Here, I can get it back. Just let me slap it back and forth for a minute.
So, anyways,
Oh my
our
God.
drawer broke,
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. So, anyways.
5 weeks ago, and it's just a little piece. You gotta go Home Depot. It's just like this little metal piece, and it takes like 15 minutes to fix. It was broken for like a month and a half or so. I'm not saying.
Did I fix it?
Eventually.
You're welcome.
This is what I'm saying. This is exactly.
Eventually.
Hey.
There's this one thing that he needs to fix. One thing, right? Just once he's
Fix
done.
the newel
He's
post.
like, I'm done for the month.
That's our video idea. I think it's perfect.
Hey, real quick. You just made a Jeff Foxworthy. Nikki can do some Jeff Foxworthy.
Oh, yeah?
Can you guys have an on the spot impromptu
Foxworthy off.
Foxworthy off?
Ooh.
Oh boy.
I think you can do it. I think you both can do it.
You just.
That is on the
That's a
spot.
lot of pressure. Now
Who's
I just
got
went
one?
blank.
Yeah. We have at least dozens.
You
of
might
listeners.
be a redneck.
That's too obvious.
Do them. Start with the easy ones and then get to the good ones. So I'll say you might be a redneck, and then one of you comes up with one. Who wants to go first?
We have to come up with actual Foxworthy isms, or we can make up our own.
Let's make them our own. And then if
Oh,
you,
I'm not gonna. I'm
if
no
you-
good at that.
well, but it might trigger you to remember real ones. So I'll start first. Well, I'll say you might be a redneck, and then Orange, you go. You got to come up with one, and then
But you might be a redneck is the punchline. That goes last.
If you might be a redneck.
Well, let's
Yeah.
Okay.
let's set the mood here. You guys
If.
can get in a
Got
redneck
it.
mood
Oh,
very
all
easily.
right. Nice.
That's perfect.
All right.
Could be
You-
coming down the river right now.
you might be a redneck if.
You put me on the spot, and I don't remember it.
All right,
None.
I'll make one up.
None.
If your wife says, "Come move this transmission so I can take a bath,"
Bath. Yeah, dude, I was thinking of the bathroom too, but I couldn't remember it.
What does that mean?
I liked when he said, I used to think loading a dishwasher meant getting my wife drunk.
I thought that would be fucking a dishwasher.
Or where he does the one where he talks about men trying to flip their underwear up and catch them with your toes.
No.
From the floor.
Yeah, because you won't bend over.
Oh.
Just flip them up with your feet and grab them.
I love like last night I slept in my clothes. And Nikki was like, I can't believe you slept in your clothes.
Do you usually
It's
sleep
not
nude?
clothes. It's jeans. He
Oh,
slept
no,
in
that's crazy.
jeans.
That's really uncomfortable. I don't know how you'd be
It
comfortable
was
all
sick.
night.
Like I didn't have underwear on and like
And
I would
jeans.
get
Yeah.
morning wood. and
Maybe
it
we
would
should
rub
wash
on the
that
zipper.
bedspread too. not
Denim,
just the sheets.
zipper, all that.
It's good.
Just all
Hey,
night.
Freshie,
What up?
put that fucking banjo back on, bro.
No, I didn't. I thought we stopped talking about rednecks
We did.
there for a second. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, we're back.
We can
You-
talk about how sexy Burt Reynolds was.
You might be a redneck if you mow your lawn and find a car.
You go to your family
It's close.
reunion to meet women.
Yeah. If your family tree doesn't branch.
that one took a second, but I like it. I like it.
That's Nikki, baby. She gets you with that brain shit. You might be a redneck.
Go ahead.
No, when I say that, you guys say one.
I don't know if I can come up with one fast enough.
Let's-
I used to know so many of them. It's
I think
been
we
a
should
long
go
time.
around the table like making up jokes. I think it would be funny.
I'm not funny.
You're funny.
I'm not good at that. Mm-mm. No.
She just comes up. I'm gonna start calling them Mama KGB isms
No.
or KGB isms.
You gotta catch
Oh.
me at like a. I'm not expecting to say something, and then you can't put me on the spot. It doesn't work that way.
You should look at some of my old tweets. I had one where we were laying in bed, lights were out, right? I'm like on my side, and I say something funny, and she like snorts, and she goes, "Don't make me laugh while I'm drinking wine." I said, "It's pitch fucking dark, and we're in bed."
Why are you drinking wine?
Yeah, so
I didn't want to waste the wine.
That's what I do.
I just needed to drink it.
I will take a beer to bed, and I'm like, there's like,
they're like yogi-isms, man. When she was supposed to get her taxes done one year, and I said, "You know what? This is a waste of money. Like, you have simple taxes. I can do this for you real fast." And she goes, "I go, cancel the appointment." She goes, "Okay. Well, I guess I brushed my teeth for nothing."
bro, Saturday's a no teeth wash day. Sometimes that's what I'm saying.
Do you know how
I
many
will sleep and I'll sleep in my same boxers and like I'll have the same pomade in. My hair will be all scalpy and itchy. I won't put deodorant on. I won't wash my
Such
teeth.
a lucky woman.
You are painting a beautiful picture to the listeners.
Right?
It's real life, bro.
They're hitting up Hollywood Nikki on Twitter. "Hey, when you're done with him, let me know."
Bring
I
it.
shower every day.
Yeah, right. I actually brush my teeth.
She don't shower
Do you
every
guys
day.
do you guys ever ask each other if you've brushed your teeth and then do the thing with your tongue where you feel, see if they're fuzzy?
Oh yeah.
Did you brush your teeth yet? And you go,
We
yeah, nope, I didn't.
I liked it when you get that feeling. I say they feel like fuzzy sweaters.
Oh,
the
yeah.
teeth.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
it's so gross.
I've said for years that Hollywood can make a movie about aliens coming through a portal out of some guy's butthole, right? With Nicolas Cage dropping the butthole. And
Aliens are everywhere.
I would believe that before I believe any fucking scene where two people. I believe that before any fucking scene where two people wake up and start making out.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah,
That doesn't
exactly.
happen.
Oh,
That's
you
Fuck
know what
off.
though?
Nope. You got some
Anything.
stinky breath.
If I had a
And-
willing
No way.
partner, like we fuck in the morning, like Saturday morning.
Yeah, but
we
I
don't
didn't
kiss
say
in the
anything
morning.
about having sex.
We don't.
Yeah,
have
we
a
don't
lo-
Yeah.
kiss in the morning.
Nobody wakes Hollywood, they wake up and they like,
I'll lick.
"Oh, that was great.
There was some
Yeah.
I'm so
tongue
glad we
action.
waited." Yeah.
No.
And they're like, "Oh, fuck."
I will lick
off."
all the parts at any given
I know.
moment. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
But no. There's no kissing going on. Just an
Yeah,
FYI.
there's no kissing.
That is
Exactly.
like. There's no
I'm
way.
like, I'll turn my head.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
nope.
Man,
No,
I want
no.
you to taste the peanut off my tongue the next day.
No.
Like, oh, we were drinking fine wine last night. Let's go to sleep hungover, or
Oh,
let's
he
go to
said
sleep
Pinot.
drunk
I
and
heard
then
something
fuck
different.
hungover in the morning. And in the morning, it's like,
I'm glad it wasn't
Keyhole.
just me.
oh yeah, that's that castle wine, baby. Oh yeah.
Trust me.
No, there's no kissing going on in the morning. No, absolutely not. Both have stinky breath.
The most
No.
unbelievable thing in Hollywood.
No.
By far.
It's I can't.
So here's a funny joke. One time, I shit so bad that Pager in the living room down the hall thought that she farted.
I can't believe you want to share this story.
It's hilarious. I didn't even think it was a thing, and it was hangover.
I knew exactly what had happened.
I went to the back bathroom. I didn't go to the bathroom close to the living room. It was a small apartment. I mean, it was a 3-bedroom apartment. It was a decent apartment, but they were all in the living room. And this was after our engagement party.
Yeah,
the next morning, and a gang of people hung out and spend the night. And I had to take a big old fat hangover nacho shit, Swedish meatball ass shit,
Oh my god.
fucking queso ass shit, taquito roll.
Okay,
ass,
that's enough,
Okay.
honey. Moving
Shit.
on.
We got you.
And
So it was Mexican
These are
food.
all different shits.
an
for different
IPA
toilets.
shit with
Jalapeno poppers. Those were
jalapeno
there.
poppers. You know what?
Fart.
The heat that a jalapeno popper makes your asshole sweat actually serves as a lubricant when you're shitting it back out.
Why are you so gross?
Why are you married?
It has
to
to.
Smoke weed every day.
And I'm sick
You're the
of
one in
it
this.
right now.
You're the one in this
That's
scenario
true.
that I understand less.
What
Like I
was
get
I
that he's
thinking?
lunatic,
I don't
but
know.
why are you with the lunatic?
So I took a beastie shit, right?
Did it burn like with Mexican food? Because apparently those jalapenos.
I don't
burn.
know. I was pretty fucked up. So I go back and I was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't shit in front of all these girls in Hero. And because it was cool because the girl to dude ratio was off. It was me, Hero, and then 3 girls. So it was one extra girl.
I was like, yeah, like that's really a big.
But it was cool. Everyone hung out at the house and we were all fucked up. We were all smashed. So I was like, I'm going to go in the back and take a shit and then we're going to smoke this blunt. And I came back out. And as I was coming back out, I saw Paige sniff her crotch. The shit.
She had to check.
She thought
She thought maybe
she
she
thought
did
she
it. It was
farted.
that bad.
Oh,
And I was like, no, honey, that was definitely this guy.
Oh, that's
so funny. All right, so tell me about your grossest shit, Fresh.
my grossest
Pass the shit story to the
No,
left-hand
we're not
side. Oh man.
That's funny.
shit. Oh my!
We don't.
I don't think I want to tell that in front of some ladies, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not that.
Like I
kind of
said, man, I think the
person.
Bro, I said-
blowjob to farting and shit stories is inversely proportional.
I would love it if the next time I was eating you out, you farted.
Oh my god.
I think that would be sick.
Let's just turn into an episode of Deep in the Kinky Outhouse.
I love eating the pussy, but since the pregnancy, it was it hit a point where I was like, okay, I'm just gonna not eat it anymore because I used to eat it hella
my
much
God.
and then smash, and then it was it started to get there's pregnancy in there.
There's
Did you get all weirded
It's like
out?
the HIV. What's going on?
No, it just started to taste gross.
You just
so I
couldn't talk
stopped
to him
eating
down
it. What?
You had a direct canal to your son. You didn't want to
Well,
Jesus Christ.
send him a message.
so I have a
Oh.
big dick, and I started hitting it, and I started to get self-conscious about it. And the more I thought about it, the softer my hard-on got. And it got all limp and flaccid, and I was like, just finish. But I fucking
Where
asked
do you think dimples come from?
Yeah, well, I heard that, and I start thinking about that joke, and the whole time say it over and over again. It just kept popping. I'm smacking the pussy, and so where do you think dimples come from? And I'm just like, oh my god! And my whole dick started getting soft, and I was like, so I softied, and
You softy.
finished out. And next time we was in the thing, and I was like, yo, doc, I'm starting to get afraid to fuck her because I'm afraid I'm gonna give my kid some awkward dimples. I don't give a fuck. I take the South Park mode, bro. I take the Family Guy mode, bro. Cleveland Show, bro. Simpsons was the originator of that. You know what's funny? Everybody starts talking all this shit about the Simpsons and Apu now.
Yeah,
and
I heard that.
And then they were like, oh, what about our Scottish stereotype?
Yeah.
Or what about our Italian pizza guy stereotype? Or what about our fisherman stereotype? Or what about the Army-Navy guy? Or what about fucking Homer Dumbass Simpson, who represents everybody in Middle America? Like, he's a loving family guy who comes across the same stereotypes that we all come across every day. One guy of Middle Eastern descent comes along and he's like, fucking the Simpsons are garbage because they're racially insensitive against Apu. And I'm like, I know this is topical, we can cut all this out, but I don't give a fuck. I think it's stupid, man. I think it's dumb. The second you start segregating yourself, just like that's what makes segregation. The fact that South Park...
you mean censoring.
No, segregating yourself.
What I think he's saying is once you acknowledge that there's a
okay,
difference,
I gotcha.
Once
then
you
you're
start
actually creating
focusing
the problem, right?
on the
Yeah,
difference, you're
I got it.
creating the difference.
I got it.
Whereas when we go back to all of the other stereotypes they have on The Simpsons, and we just, we remember it as the yellow cartoon people that Minions bit. Because they hella bit that design, by the way. Fuck
You think so?
Fuck you.
It's just a color, man. There's only so many.
With a round top and white circle eyes.
Oh my gosh. They used round? They didn't use soft corners, did they?
Minions bit The Simpsons, bro.
No.
How baked are you right now?
Copycat.
Those are Twinkies, dude.
They bit
They
Hostess.
put overalls
Yeah, if
in
anything, it
Twinkies.
looks like the fucking Planner's peanut guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
kinda.
what I- yeah.
Oh, I think it's a mad bite.
But nothing's original these days, man. Come on, you
That's
know that.
true.
This is fucking the time of remakes and redos.
That's why I think we can bring a lot to the table as far as original ideas. And that's why I think South Park is dope, because they bring you original ideas. They gave us...
Hell, the very first episode had a fucking antenna coming out of his ass for aliens, right? Wasn't that the first episode?
well, they branched into the Broadway even with the Book of Mormon. Is one of the best plays I've ever seen.
And that's
I
by
need to go see that.
the-
That's by the guys
I
that
really
Yeah.
want
wrote
to see that.
South Park creators?
South Park.
Hard.
Yeah.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
hard.
Interesting.
Super funny.
It's a great show. Have you ever seen it?
No, but I would
Oh,
love
it's
to.
hilarious.
I know that their first movie, like Orgasmo,
That
was
I've
about.
never
wasn't
heard
that
of
about
that.
a Mormon porn star?
No.
Was-
What?
Yeah,
The
used to-
John
They used to
Leguizamo
scream
movie?
"stunt cock," and the stunt cock would come in and actually do the fucking.
Oh my god. No.
Are you serious? You never seen that?
It's just
Oh.
cutscenes of like a fake pink rubber dick just
Or
like
this big
racking
black
it.
guy comes in and he's like fucking this small white dude. You know? It was pretty ridiculous, but funny. It's what they are. But I would go see that. The Book of Mormon.
The Book of Mormon. You got to see it. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I would love
alive. It's a live Broadway.
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, it's a musical.
It's a musical.
A
Yeah.
musical. Oh, even better. That's my forte.
We should go see. We should do stuff like that. It's fun. I like.
It's grown up.
I like going to the city.
It was
yeah,
just
my
here.
mom
We
got
were
us-
in the hospital.
Is that finished?
No, there's a little left. We could open another one. You want to
We
get
do
over?
that. We have
Well,
a couple more.
Honey, I got some in front of me too if you want to dip into my glass.
Oh, okay.
Hey, man, get off my case.
We do have tickets to go see. We need to tell your mom what we want to go see.
Uh-huh.
We need to do that.
She bought us that for Christmas,
I
right?
mean, kids are going
To
to be
the
gone
show?
here in a
Yeah.
couple of weeks here. I'm just
She
gonna
told us
go
to pick
do-
a show.
Yeah.
Well,
Do some
the
adult
Book of
stuff.
Mormon just came and went.
Uh-huh.
It
You ever
was-
seen
Through,
Wicked?
through our
Wow.
town.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. It was here when we were in the hospital with
Oh,
getting him.
yep.
Waiting for Mackie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been awfully good.
He's
You know,
he's
we've heard him a
asleep
couple
now.
times.
He's
That's
good, baby.
I think he's getting used to our voices, and that's what you want.
Yeah.
As you said, Duff Man, you want him to go to sleep to anything, correct?
I want.
Oh,
I just want him to be super comfortable and handle social situation. I want to bring him everywhere. I want him to be like, he's my little sidekick, bro. Like I'm gonna bring him everywhere. I'm gonna put him on these shows. We're gonna go to go-karts. Like anything he wants to do.
Fuck yeah.
When
It's gonna be
he's
sick.
like, yeah, when he's able to do all that with you.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I can't wait for it. Like I don't want to fast forward it, but I can't wait to teach him about things. Is that a bat? And you want some dro?
Yeah, that's the signal for Dro.
When they're able to tell you, when they're able to,
I don't know if that's good or.
I don't know, man.
Oh, I
got
told
better
him.
than
I
nothing.
told him a few weeks ago. I'm like, you don't want an infant. Like, you want a toddler. Like, that's what you're waiting for. Like, the
Yeah.
whole infant stage is like not your thing.
I have apparently, from what he says, he's waiting for the entire experience to play catch. And when he's a teenager, I'm like, dude, that shit's hard. That's the hard part, man. Like, what you got now, like, is cherish
get
it
it.
because it doesn't get easier than
They
that. I'm
are. Oh,
sorry.
my gosh.
I mean, you feed them, you burp them, you put them to sleep.
But these
They're
are the
pretty
most-
good. They don't talk back to you just
They
yet.
don't.
There's a
right,
lot of-
Joe. They do not talk back.
They don't know everything.
There's
They
a
know
lot
that.
of
And they know
interaction
that.
Right.
through eye contact and facial expressions. You don't even have to say anything.
I mean, you guys have
We
been around
bu-
Drewski this entire weekend. You know,
Yeah.
he knows everything already. Like,
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah, well, that get ready for the future. It's like
It's
the
tough.
high-speed California rail. It's coming quick and coming soon.
You know, it's a little tough.
and in
Just
10
that
years.
age is tough. You know, when they argue back with you, like set the timer, set
Yeah.
10 minutes. You know, the oven has to be set for 450 for 20 minutes for chicken or whatever it is. Put foil over it. No, I'm not gonna do it. I know better. All right, burn that shit. That's
Right.
totally fine. You know what I mean? It's just that arguing back. Like, I know I'm smarter than you. That's cool.
Right.
That's cool.
Yep, that's what they think. They won't realize they aren't until they're about 25.
Right. And then they're like, hey, you know all those times? You were right.
I'm sorry.
Shit.
I'm sorry.
Do you remember when I was young and a cunt? Yes, son. Very vividly, unfortunately. I'm sorry for being a cunt. Oh, well, thank you, son.
Thanks for
Hey,
apologizing.
I think everybody makes that phone call though, right?
I
know I did.
I tell
I
them in
did.
person every now and then.
I-
I'll still apologize for shit that I've already apologized for.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, hey, man, like you be drinking a bunch of beer, smoking or whatever, drinking liquor, having a good time, celebrating a holiday, Christmas, or my birthday, or their birthday, Father's Day. Fuck Hallmark holidays, though,
I
by
was
the
going
way.
to say.
And you know what else? and another fucking thing.
Another.
You know what got me? You know what grinded my gears yesterday? I was getting so annoyed. I felt like I was an hour late. I was getting super cranky. And I'm going to the gas station, and I buy this overpriced bag of ice. And the guy says to me, have a good rest of your day. And I was like, fuck you. Because you said it wrong. Have a good rest of your day is one of the most awkward sentences you can say. Enjoy the rest of your day is more appropriate. Enjoy your evening. Have a good day, you can say earlier in the day. You can even say that later in the day because day transcends into evening. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Have a good rest of your day is one of the most unintelligent phrases you can ever utter as a gas station attendant because
I think you're being a little hard on this poor bastard.
you know what?
The sentiment
It's
was
not
there.
it's not just him. The sentiment was there, but it was ruined by your poor grammatics. Like, one of the dumbest people I ever knew used to say that. And every time she would say it, I would throw up in my mouth a little bit. Because it would just,
That's
like,
why it bothers you so much.
Yeah.
it's stupid. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't flow. And then when I hear people say it, I was like, don't you hear yourself? You don't think about what you're saying? I know I might be being a little bit too picky, but
You think?
Watch the language, little boy.
What about saying have a great one?
have a great one's cool. Because that's universal.
All right, I say it all the time. Fucking it's 9 o'clock in the morning. till
I
it's
say
like
have a
5
good
o'clock.
one.
Have
Yeah,
a good
I say
one.
have a
That's
good
what
one
I
a
say.
lot.
all
I
the
say have a
time.
good one. But have a great
Have a
one's
good one.
even better.
I
Yeah,
would say-
I'll take that.
Do you say have a blessed day?
No.
No.
Oh, God.
If anybody asks
I
me,
don't-
hey, how are
yeah.
you doing? I'm like,
I hate that. That's
Right?
the
I
one
don't-
that bugs me.
I don't
I'm
say
like,
bless
don't
you.
say
I
that
don't
to
say
me.
any of that stuff. Like, hey, well, I just say bless you. Never mind.
There's this
I'm
bit-
like, oh, bless
Everybody
you.
says
It's just
bless you. Like, that doesn't mean
No,
anything.
but
But
have
when
a
someone
blessed
is like,
day.
have a blessed day, I'm like, ugh.
No, why? Why? What's so blessed? No.
There's this girl at Burlington. Her name's Arkansas. And I'm
No.
like, is
Dead
that
serious, actually.
Her name's what?
Ark-
Arkan?
Arkansas?
Like the state.
Arkansas with an S.
That's like the worst state, too.
Arkansas has.
Like, why would you name anybody after
Right?
that state?
It's the
I'd rather
worst
be named Mississippi.
name. MISSISSIPPI.
At least everybody knew how to spell your fucking name, man.
So is it
I can't spell
Arkansas or
Arkansas.
Arkansas? Because
It's
I
not
want to know
Saz. No one says Saz.
who to reference when you forget to take
All those S's
The little
are silent. I thought I
plastic-
heard you say Illinois earlier too.
Is it
Illinois.
Illinois?
Somebody said Illinois earlier
I
Wasn't
did on
me.
accident.
But if there's an S, why is it silent? It's Illinois.
because it's English.
My mom will say, English is so stupid.
It is stupid.
English is stupid language.
we
I
have so
don't
many
understand.
words. How many?
British English is better.
What is the meaning
Oh,
of
it's not
cool?
that much better.
There is so many meanings for the word cool.
Cool.
So many different interpolations.
You may be a cool individual. It is very cool outside.
It's cool. You
This-
cool. I'm cool.
The vegetables
out.
are cool. Have you
I don't understand what the confusion is with that.
cool?
Because you
cool,
American,
cool.
bro. You Cali.
Yeah, I say hella and
Yeah, we sell all
Hella
kinds
is a
of shit.
NorCal thing,
Frickin'.
apparently. I didn't know
Oh,
that
yeah.
till I moved to Southern California.
Can you
Nobody
imagine?
Says no one says hella in Southern California.
exactly. They know where you're
Yeah.
from and say
Yep.
that shit.
You just
So that's
marked
hella
yourself.
It's spreading around the world, though.
Oh my God, Linda, it's hella hot outside.
Hella.
It's cold.
We're
What are you
helping.
talking about?
It's
It's
all right.
hella cold.
In Roseville, it's pretty hot right now. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing.
And another thing.
I don't know. Fuck that guy. Learn to speak.
Hell yeah, bitch.
That's why your shit sucks, and that's why
Where are you going?
I don't know.
I forgot already. What?
No, I was talking about that fool that
I
said
know.
that
Look at the
dumbass shit.
Oh,
guys,
look at the stars.
I'm not.
We're
I'm
at
not
the
trying to be
mountain
rude,
house.
but look up the sky. There's so many stars. You can't see that in,
In the
Roseville and
stars,
Sacramento.
in the
Oh,
night,
There
no, you can't
is
see
a
it in the city
lion.
at all.
No,
There's too much light
a
around.
lion was born.
you guys, it's
to
so
be king.
beautiful. You know, we do
Oh.
not appreciate.
Oh, yeah. When I was
Yes.
younger, my stepdad had this, like, fat ass telescope.
I want one
Like,
so bad.
This
We're
giant ass telescope
I
that
know
was
it,
like
yeah.
super expensive, and it just sat in this corner next to the window.
Ugh.
Because if you ever tried to use it, I'm pretty sure you could see nothing because there was so much light in Folsom.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was over there one day, and this is after that telescope had been sitting there for years.
Oh,
and
9/11.
I had my dog Bentley with me at the time, and he was a puppy. And he started chasing around my mom's dogs, and I had just gotten in the house, so it was like one of those we walked in, and I just let his leash go, so he was dragging his leash around, and it wrapped around the leg of one of the legs of that telescope, and just
Snapped it.
pulled it down
Oh.
and broke that thing, and I was just like, I can't afford to replace that. Like,
So what did you do? Just stand it back up?
no, I mean, my mom saw it. She saw me tried to catch it, and then she got all freaked out because it was heavy enough that if I had really gotten under it, it probably would have broken something. But I don't think they really cared because it didn't get used.
They're like, that thing was in the way anyway.
I
Kind
really
of.
want
It was
one.
just taking
Yeah.
up floor space.
Yeah, orange.
I
hair,
really want one.
Well, if you're gonna get one, bring
well,
it
no,
here.
no. He's
Oh, yeah,
been
to bring
he's
it
been
here.
searching
It's
for
worthless in
one.
town.
I
For
did
quite
all
a
my
while.
It'd be
homework. I
worthless
watched
at home.
hours of YouTube videos and
This nerd right here, I tell you.
Yeah.
This is why I love this man. When he's ready to buy something or wants to buy something, he will do the research on it. From buying the book to going
Yeah.
online to YouTubing this shit. I'm not kidding. Like,
Yeah.
just like our fish tank. I mean, we're gonna get a fish tank. That's hands down. We're gonna do it. But the saltwater fish tank. But I mean, he just really does the research for it. If it was me, I'd be like, all right, I'm ready to buy one. What should I do?
Go to
and
the-
not know
right,
what you're
just
getting
go to
into.
PetSmart.
Yeah.
Yeah, PetSmart.
Well,
Seriously,
saltwater-
exactly. Or
Saltwater's
Best Buy
hard,
for the.
too.
it
Yeah.
is and it isn't. If you do big enough, it's not so hard.
Right. I hear it's easier when it's bigger, but you just got to have your chemicals dialed in.
I recommend
That's what I
getting
do
a dehumidifier if you're gonna get a big one.
Why is
Yeah.
that?
Because those big saltwater tanks, they make your house
They
humid, and it'll
evaporate a
make
lot of
stuff
water.
rust,
No.
like light fixtures,
Ooh.
handles, door handles.
It's really warm water.
Oh. okay.
Evaporates a lot.
So
Mm, okay. We'll have a whole house
shit will
fan.
rust.
We're gonna have a whole house.
Yeah, we will.
You guys are going to do a lot in your house.
Oh,
and
we need to. I
We're
think
gonna
we
stay there for a long time.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with that.
We got like 15 years.
Are you getting married at your house?
Uh huh.
You got
After the
that's
backyard's
5
done.
months from now.
Yeah.
We haven't really decided on the ceremony, where exactly we're going to have the ceremony, which we probably should start having a
We'll figure it
conversation
out.
about that. I'm just saying.
I'm not
It's
that
only
worried
a
about it.
wedding. We'll
I came
figure
up
it
with an
out.
idea the other day. I'm going to build this box, and it's going to be a shallow box, and it's going to have a little planter on each side, and then I'm gonna have my boy help me weld up. I found the neighbor had these weird spiral stakes, and so they're aluminum. I'm like, they're flexible enough, like we could weld this into an arch and then put them in that box, and then the planters put something that'll grow up over it. And then what I want to do is we want to get married in our bare feet. So we could put some like dirt in that box, and we could just carry the box to wherever we want to get married, and then we can get married standing in the box, and then we can take it back to the house and then just kind of set it there and let it, the growth just take over it or whatever.
Why do you guys want to get married in your bare feet? Tell me about
I
that.
don't know. It just feels right.
I feel like for me, I think it's more being one with the nature, one. Maybe
It's like I told you when I was here last time, man. One of those trees over there. I leaned up against that tree, and I felt connected to the forest.
Yeah.
It's a little.
It was crazy.
No, I appreciate
I
it.
really
This
did.
shit
Like,
is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it could. It really is. I mean, for us, we've kind of reached another level of our relationship.
it ties
I
in with the
guess.
float tanks
It
too.
really does.
Well, just
From
and
meditation.
tranquility and
Yeah.
meditation.
So
and
am I the
zen.
only one that hasn't tried this float tank?
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
think
Nikki
Nikki has.
I
done
haven't.
it either.
Yeah. I haven't done
I
it.
think this would be this
Yeah.
is hands down it's so great.
I would totally do it. I'm surprised that we have that kind of thing. And
Well, I'll tell you
our
what.
area,
The
to be
one
honest
that's
with
up
you.
by our house has 5. We could rent all five
All five.
pods out.
We
We'd
can
have the
all
whole
go.
place.
So I got a story about the float.
Oh yeah, let's hear it. This is a good spot to talk about the float.
Hey,
Wow.
hold on. Before you start, can you hand me the corner of that blanket?
This blanket?
Yeah.
I actually want a beer too. Oh, well.
Thanks. Babe.
What happened?
Baby head.
Oh, did I smack him? it's hard. You got him under that
We
fucking
have ice cream
tarp.
in the freezer. Ice cream
So
sandwiches.
since we started to have the baby, the pussy became a non.
What does this have to do with the float?
Yeah.
He'll bring it around.
I've been sexually.
I just got the medical clearance this last week, dude. Calm down.
Don't hit
You
it.
try pushing out a baby out of your vagina. Okay, and then it's not coming out.
She had a C-section.
Doesn't matter. It
Say
still
it.
hurts.
Nah, it matters a lot. So anyway, the sexual frustration of
I
a
got you,
father
boo.
that cannot
got
fuck
you,
his
boo.
bride is horrible. However stingy you thought your girl was before this process did not prepare you for the amount of stingy that's going to come by nature and doctor's orders to not let you have intercourse with your beautiful wife. So we were going to the float, and I was like, you know what? I haven't jacked off in a while.
You didn't do it in the float, did you?
I was very well prepared to. I was like,
Ew.
I'm just going to fucking JO in this thing. And then they make you sign they make you sign they make you sign this you want some mayonnaise on that? So they make you sign this disclaimer, and you get down to the bottom, and it's like, if you fucking soil the water in any way, bitch,
It's
$500. And it says it a lot more eloquently than that, but that's what it says. And I was like, fuck. And I was like, oh well, whatever. Probably wasn't a good idea. So I go into the thing, and you get naked in the float. And so I'm nude in the joint, but I started to get all paranoid because we smoked a gang of sativa, and I should have smoked indica, because sativa is the upper for those that don't know, and the indica makes you more mellow. So when I was trying to meditate in the float, I kept ruminating, and thoughts were racing through my head because I was high off hyperweed. So anyway, in my high and state of paranoia, I started to believe that there were cameras within the pod.
Oh, no.
And I was like, well, I can't let him see my dick like this. So I started flapping it around.
No, you didn't.
And I'm flapping it around, and I was like, you know what? Half the fun of fucking for me is getting hard on. So I was like, I may not be able to soil the water, but I could show you I got a really big dick in case the cameras were on. I wasn't going to go out like that. Like, what if I drowned in there? What if I drowned in there and they were like, you have this limp dick with these weird saggy balls? So I showed them. I was like, yo, dog, check out the 8 3/4.
Now, if you go out in there, they have a handle to pick you up by.
Yeah, because I hear if I learned anything from Clerks, it's when you die, you get an erection. If I learned anything from South Park, when you die, you shit your pants. I'm hoping I get an erection. But
Probably do both.
if I had to shit my pants, what a way to go. So I got this big-ass wood. And I'm in the float pod, and I'm thrusting it up and around. I'm like kind of like fucking the air for a little bit. And then I was like, okay. I would spread my cheeks to make sure the salt water got in my asshole, just to make sure that I got fully sterilized.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah, bitch.
So, and
This
then
makes
I was,
me not want to go.
and then I was, it's
Not
so,
after him.
Not in that specific.
so much salt.
Can you tell me
It's
which
gonna-
one he was in last time? And I want a different
Your
one.
asshole's gonna be in the salt too, bro. Just the fact that I opened mine. So I'm like, okay, I'm done with the boner, but the boner won't go away. And I'm like, stop it, Dick. Dick, you need to go home.
Don't be a Richard.
And I felt pretty good about myself. I was like, that was kind of like tantric. I like tantric fucked myself without coming.
Oh, we've talked about tantric sex before.
I was like, that was pretty cool. Felt pretty good. I got a rock hard boner. You would have liked it, Nick. I don't see nothing wrong.
You want to try something intense?
Jerking
Put
off
on some
inside a pod.
meditation music while you're getting a blowjob.
He got a little pretty mouth.
I'll put on any kind of music if I can get a blowjob.
With your headphones. Close your eyes.
No, it's
Forget you have kids. Make weird noises. Creep them out.
you don't do you put
What
on
the
Friends.
fuck,
You
dude?
put on
I put
Friends
on
on the TV to
Friends.
make sure the kids don't hear. So, just saying.
What are you doing?
Watching
It's
Friends.
how you do.
I know.
Yeah.
But
Oh, okay.
oh, bro. Is this wine?
No.
No, it's
Beer.
Oh.
Essay.
I was like, bro, that's a
You
mighty
said you
strong,
wanted a beer, so I got
mighty
you.
strong pour. Holy shit. I picked this up. I was like, what is this orange beer? Orange?
So speaking of meditation, we've been meditating.
Shut the hell up.
So speaking of meditation, we've been meditating for a little bit. I mean, I think we've missed a couple of weeks here, actually a couple of months maybe.
Oh, I
Love
missed
it.
months.
That's a Mama KGB-ism right there. We started meditating 4 months ago, but we've missed the last 3.
So we like meditate now. I mean, I did it once and I got the shoes and all, but like, I mean, they had a hot dog
there's my
stand there.
beat, dude. See, Fresh found it for me. Listen, I still do it, not as much as I should, but that last week I came home one day and I told her, you know what? I need to do this. So I grabbed my headphones, I went up back, I turned this on. And,
Yes.
And I just remember thinking to myself, like, I checked what time it was before I started just to know, but then I refused to check till I'm done again, right? Like, that's just
You go as
defeats
long
the
as you
purpose.
can.
Not as long as I can, just until whatever happens. And I swear to you, I didn't fall asleep. But at the very end, I woke up. Like, it was, like, startling. Like, I was just somewhere, like, just deep in thought. And, like, and then all of a sudden, it was like, boom, time to come back. All of a sudden, I heard the music again, almost like it had been off. And my first thought was, I bet you that was about 15 minutes.
Nope.
How long was it?
It was
45?
like it was 45 minutes. He was
Wow.
when
Yeah.
you're meditating and you're sitting there and you have
The
music.
sun, I was just sitting in a chair, sun was on my face, just
You
eyes closed.
Yeah.
And I just get out of the front part of your brain, man.
You lose
And
track of time.
That's a
I can do it
skill.
here. Like when we're done with this, we got to pick all this up, right? We got to so head back inside. But
Thank you for turning into the
That was
special
on
edition.
you.
Same shit, different toilet. We'll be back next week after we reassemble and find these XLR cables.
You know what?
fresh is cold.
Anyway,
No. I'm just kind of cold. I'm just having a good time. Having a good time. You guys gave me a little bit too much wine. So I'm pressing buttons.
fine,
That's
fine,
good, it's
wine.
fun,
My
it's
wife's
cool.
behind.
Hey, but I was saying after this, we could head over to those chairs over there, and we could really like
Enjoy.
partake.
In the pitch black?
Oh yeah, because it.
Well,
No,
it's
It's
cool 'cause
cool.
I've seen it in the daylight.
there's that
now.
little patio. We could just.
It is a little patio right there.
You just
I
gotta
don't
bundle
know.
up and.
You get a little nuts. I can see you stepping off the edge of that thing and just.
Nah, you.
I want to
You're
go
talking
back
about
in that
watching the
water.
sunrise, right?
No, you do not.
Yeah, I
No.
do.
Yet. No.
Not tonight, you know.
Yet.
It's not like you were
That
in
is the
swimming
most
in
like
the water.
serious
You were
no
stomping
of all
around.
the no's in all the languages. That is the most serious no.
What,
Yet.
for me to go in the
Yet.
creek?
It's hard.
Yeah.
All of it's
Oh,
hard.
hers?
Yeah. Russian.
I think
Russian.
nine.
Net.
9999.
No, that's not as
German.
bad.
It's not-
Nine
like a
is
hard word.
second, but
Yeah.
Niet is like.
I think
got the
that's
hard.
I think it's a
Yeah.
tie.
You have to have a hard sound for a bad word. Think of fucking cunt. You gotta have the hard. You gotta put the emphasis on it.
What is a
It's like even when you
Nine
don't mean
is
it
too
to be like a
soft.
bad
You
no,
don't-
it just sounds bad.
It's harsh. That's all.
does
But
Russian have a breed of dog?
Russian?
yeah.
What is it?
Oh, Russian wolfhound.
Salukis are from Russia, I think.
A Saluki?
That's the first one that comes
I
to
thought
my
they were
mind.
from Illinois.
What's a Saluki?
I actually don't know. Honestly, I don't know. You know what's funny? I don't know. That's
Call
why
back.
it's so- yeah.
What?
Nothing.
Sorry, Southern Illinois University is the Salukis.
No, I don't know. I really don't.
You
I was
fucking
very
know
young when I
that,
came here.
by
I
the
don't know.
way.
He
I'm
likes
pretty-
college sports.
I'm pretty sure that
I can
mean-
look up a Russian breed dog. Breed
No,
dog.
no, no.
Siberian
no
Husky?
phone. We have a no phone rule.
Siberia.
that's
There's no phones in the
Yeah,
outhouse
Sibir.
or the mountain house wherever
Sibir
we're at.
is
Yeah.
part of Russia. So yeah, I left. Well, see,
Oh wow!
I left when I
Sibiris.
was 4, and it was still USSR. So technically, I'm Russian, even though now I was born in Odessa, Ukraine, which I'm not Ukrainian. I'm very Russian. So I don't speak it. So just to clarify, I'm USSRian. I guess.
Did anybody else just lose half their sound?
No,
No.
no.
All right, cool.
it's like you're.
I think the aliens are
It's
coming
the,
to
like,
get me, guys. I
extended-
love you guys. It's been a good time. Thanks for hanging out. I'm checking out. Going to the next dimension. I'll fetch you if I can.
You're not really leaving. No.
Third
I
time's
just
a
thought the
charm.
aliens
Third
were coming
time's a
for me, man.
charm.
They were gonna have
You know,
interstellar.
I think out
interstellar
here-
bestiality.
Out here, you can see all the fucking stars.
Right.
And
All
this
of
has
them.
been amazing. Just
Right.
doing the show outside.
Oh.
I hope everybody's enjoyed like the
I wish we could
background
take
noise.
a picture of it.
It's a little dark right now.
It doesn't translate well.
I know,
on
it
the
never
phone
You
does.
photograph.
can't. There's no way you
It's
can
hard
take a
to take.
picture
You gotta
of
get
this.
you gotta get to the outdoors, people. I don't know how many times we can talk about this. It's
Yes.
important.
Yep.
Oh, just breathing and being away. We actually do have really good
Shitheads.
reception, but
Yeah.
it's like cool to not pay attention to your phone. Just be amongst the trees, stomp around the creek, smoke cigars,
Dude,
smoke
my
weed,
kid
drink
has
beer.
been fishing all weekend.
He's
I
got
was-
3 fish.
Drew's
All
was-
That
freaking
fish we
day.
ate was actually pretty
He's-
fucking good.
I am very proud
the
of
way
him.
you guys cooked up the fish.
Absolutely.
He is
He
so
came up at
Rainbow
about
trout.
2:30, and I was like, "Yo, you boys need to come in and have some lunch." Like,
He's
he's
like,
Oh, I love
Didn't
how
wanna
they
stop.
go.
He
be
grabbed a
boys
bottle of
when we
water and he
come
left.
here.
Yeah.
I felt bad we didn't bring the dogs
No, I don't.
because
I don't.
they
I don't.
they love it though. They get a little wild for a little bit. Just
Well,
like
we
the
didn't-
boys do.
We didn't bring our dog because we didn't want to deal with them, and then we didn't want to deal with them with your dogs.
Yeah.
And then we realized halfway up that you didn't have your dogs. And I was like, well, we were thinking like we could have brought Tenchi, but I'm like, it's better. She's in day camp. She's going to get a bath. She's going to
Yeah.
get socialization with
You're not
other
gone
dogs.
that long.
And it's one less baby to worry about.
Yeah.
The main focus is traveling with little Mac right now. So it's
Yeah.
like we don't need an extra chure in our guest house, right?
It's weird how I absolutely love our dogs. Don't get me wrong, even the Italian dog. So I do love her. I'm getting used to her, but
You hate it because it's his ex's dog?
No, I never said that.
You kind of
Never
did.
said that.
she's like, "I didn't say
That's
that."
the best non-denial
You did it.
ever.
You said it, but I didn't say it.
I don't like having an animal thrown to us, without
Nobody
actually having a
does. That's not
conversation
fair.
about it. So, but it is what it is. So.
I hate Nikki's ex. Fuck him.
dog, man. I'm talking about a dog.
Yeah, but it's from her
Ex-dog.
from his ex.
No, that's a hard
Tenchi's-
swallow.
I had her before
Yeah.
him. What are you talking about?
No,
No, she's talking about our dog.
I'm talking about.
I know, but-
yeah. No,
He's talking about our dog.
Tenchi.
She is the hate for her dog is because of the association with his ex.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Right.
matter. It's the MacGuffin. It
Okay.
doesn't
So-
fucking matter. Anyway, go on.
We have 2 dogs, Honey, which we got Honey together, right? This is our child.
Did you?
Hey, either
We
of those
did.
2
you
stars
get her-
just merged, or I'm really fucking.
Did you
stoned.
get her from the
Yours.
pound?
I'm gonna go with the latter.
Adopt her?
He adopted her from Craigslist. He saved her from Craigslist to be
Saved her from being what?
She was
They kill dogs on Craigslist? If you don't buy this dog, we're going to string him up tonight.
She was
Awful.
she was outside and she was eating like trees, like bark and shit. Like they didn't take care of her at all. They told her they told
Like
her,
animal cops?
Yeah.
You guys went in
They
like
told-
animal cops?
Dude, they told us the dog was
was
fixed,
fixed, and
and I
she
didn't look
wasn't.
for the scar. She started bleeding the day I
we
brought her home.
He's like, we got a defected dog. I was like, how do you get a
Craigslist.
defected dog? I don't get it. I'm at work and he's texting me. I was
She hadn't even been home yet, and I was already freaking out about the
He was-
defective dog.
And so we had to
Had
buy
get fucking
diapers twice
Fucking dog.
until we had to
ready to get her
fix till she was ready. Because when we got her, she was like 6 months, 7 months, not even a
I
year
don't
old.
know.
She wasn't even
No,
a year old.
she was. Whatever.
Anyways, so the dog we have together, we got her, we want her. She's like our baby. Okay. So then we have an adopted dog.
just even when you laugh about it, you just hear the spite in your laugh.
She is so
So
mean.
we have this
like-
fucking adopted.
It's like
dog.
Jon Snow,
It is.
right?
I love her because this is Joshy's dog. Don't get me wrong. I'm getting to love her.
They're not just. That's not just his dog. They're soul partners.
They are absolutely
I'm
100%.
telling you,
I'm
man.
just still. I have this hard time of accepting her. The only reason she's here is because of Joshy. Otherwise, if she was just to be sent this way, I would have been like, "Fuck no, get this fucking dog. Send her somewhere else, not to our house." But because she is Joshy's dog, I love her. Okay, getting used to her. Whatever. She's a good dog. She just fucking sheds everywhere. Can't
does
handle
shed
that.
a lot.
I can't handle that shit. Why?
It's the white that
I
you
can't-
notice. It's white hair.
Yeah.
Ours is fluffy and white.
Yeah.
Nikki just brushed her the other day, and it looked like a fucking
Pomeranian.
a Pomeranian sitting on the coffee table. It was that big of a pile of hair.
That's
and we always
funny.
joke and be like, "Oh my God, Tenchi, like we made another dog out of your hair." But this time it literally looked like another dog. I was like, "What the fuck?" She does it twice a year. She molts twice a year.
Wow.
She still sheds in between, but like
It's-
twice a year, it's bad.
Twice a year, it's bad. People have dust bunnies. We call them Tenchi bunnies because there's like balled up pieces of dog hair everywhere.
Well, the Roomba gets clogged up with the dog hair.
Well,
Yeah.
the Bob Bot
Yeah.
The Bob.
Yeah.
eliminates Tenchi bunnies. We don't
Yeah.
have Tenchi bunnies.
Fuck your Bob
anymore.
Bot. Let's go to the ring, motherfucker.
Dude.
I'll bring my robot. You bring yours. Let's see what happens, son.
I think yours is better.
I don't know.
I don't know about
Ours fucks up a lot.
does it?
Ours gets stuck a lot. It
Yeah.
can't find its
Oh,
home.
ours doesn't get stuck. It sucks up
Sucks.
stuff, which fucks it up.
Ours gets stuck under like cabinets and like it can't find its way home, and it gets stuck on like a shoe or it's
Well,
just
that's common. That's very common.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling him. I'm like, I'm pretty sure all of them would do that.
Well,
really
okay,
because the
honey.
one time I saw yours, it went like back to its
Oh,
home.
it goes home every
It goes
time.
home, but okay, so Betty.
He'll get stuck on the way home and
Betty.
stop
I call
6
her Betty.
inches before the home.
Well, that's because when the battery is like super dead. She gets stuck in the
Yeah.
pantry area where we have the pantry, and then we have that little like that slip between
The transition
the
strip.
transition strip. So the Betty gets
Yeah.
right up to it, and then she gets up at the pantry,
Like high centered.
the high center, and she's just stuck, and she's just fucking can't move, and she's having this fucking seizure and
Yeah.
shit. And I get this, and I'm at work, and I get this message: Betty is stuck, can't get home
See-
or something.
Dude, that thing lays down a map of our house that's so fucking accurate. It's scary.
Yeah, he
Really?
showed me that on the phone and stuff.
Yeah.
I think theirs is better than ours. Honestly, I don't know.
I don't know about that.
I
We
think
need
Bob's
to
a
change
big-
some.
Well, I mean, I think where Bob gets stuck is just like under the kitchen cabinets. It's just he's like just the right height.
That's what happens.
I'm gonna
to us.
get
Like-
like little tack nails and like a little stained piece
You
of
could do
like
that.
wood, and just make the bottom of the cabinets like make
Bob
a little.
won't be able to get
a
in there.
quarter of
So
an
make
inch.
a little
He
bumper.
gets stuck
Yeah.
there because he's
And you
just
won't
the
be able
right
to
height,
tell.
and
You
then
won't
he
be able to
gets
tell.
stuck
Yeah.
on the living room rug because it's such a high
It's
pile
a
rug.
super high pile.
He
rug.
cannot get up
He can't
onto
get
that
over
rug.
it. And
Oh,
every now
really?
and then he gets over
I
it.
can't even push the vacuum over
I
that
bet
rug.
I bet you the Roomba wouldn't do it either. It's
yeah,
a thick ass
I don't
rug.
think so.
Yeah.
I think it's
So
way too
every
much.
now and then he gets up there and he rocks for a second, but then it's just like too much, and it
Fuck
sucks.
you. I'm going back.
The first time I didn't know what was happening because I came home one day and like the power was off or whatever, and there was this beeping, and I was like, "What is beeping? Like, is it the cable? Is it the modem? Is it these stupid Wi-Fi repeaters? Like, what the fuck is beeping?" There was this weird beep, and I'm on the phone and I'm working and I'm talking to hella people, and shit was just blowing up. And I finally go into the room, and this motherfucker is stuck like in the middle of the floor. Ain't no shit around him. Just going like beep beep every 40 seconds. So you wait, and you're on the phone, and when you're doing stuff, 40 seconds is a long time. Meditation wise, I can't believe you can rock 45. My
Dude, it was crazy.
My shrinkologist just wants me to get 2 minutes a day.
Shrinkologist?
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, it's hard. I forget and I get busy, but when I meditate, I feel a lot better. I would love to get to 45 minutes.
It's not that often. I wish
I'm gonna
maybe
make
one
this
day I
Zen
will,
zone.
but it's more about the fact that you really have to let yourself get out of your fucking head. It goes back to the float.
Yeah.
You just and my brain works like yours, and so I'm speaking from experience. It's just like when we talk to the kids, right? Like I'm not just trying to tell you what, like, dude, you got to do this, and you're like, well, you've never dealt with this shit before. Like, I've dealt with some pretty bad anxiety. I've dealt with a lot of self-doubt. I deal with the nobody likes me. You know what I mean? They just kind of laugh at my jokes, kind of shit. And so I've really had to teach myself to not. I know it's easy to say not to let it bother you. Don't let it bother you,
Yeah.
but it's to understand that it's not true. You've proven it enough to yourself at this point. You have to stop fighting it.
Yeah.
You gotta just
You
know
gotta
what I mean?
accept it. You gotta
Yeah.
remedy it how you can, and just try to be the best you can.
Yeah,
And whenever
you can't
anybody
get hung up on it anymore. Like it's a relieving feeling. The floats help. The meditation helps. This podcast
Meditations.
helps. Talking about it, feeling, you know what I mean? Like trying to share experiences to help other people, not to feel better than anybody by any means, but to just say, hey, this is what I did. Maybe it'll help you. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But people need to try. Too many people get stuck. They don't want to try new things. They're like, no, I don't want to do that. Well, why not? Because I don't know. I'm like, well, then if you don't fucking know, try. Maybe it'll make your situation better. People that I know that deal with migraines, for instance, they're like resistant to try different things. I'm like, well, everything else you've been doing is not working. Why are you so resistant to doing this?
especially if you have something that's making you feel so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Why not try something new which could potentially make you feel better?
Yeah, what planet are you from?
Well, I agree with you on that one, babe.
Which one?
Well, because trying something new.
Oh.
I'm
butt
allergic
sex?
to ibuprofen. And,
What?
yeah. Ibuprofen, aspirin, and Advil. I can't take any of that.
All of the...
No, I think. Well, whatever.
Can you take a leave?
Yes.
Is
No.
Naprosyn.
No, I can't.
What was that?
I don't remember which one it is.
I'm allergic to,
I thought it was just ibuprofen.
no, what did I take last time besides Norco? Naprosyn.
I don't remember.
I broke out in hives.
Naprosyn sounds like some
I have-
1980s shit you found in the counter. or your
So-
grandma's.
Last August, it was stress related as well, but I had a mad headache, so I took Excedrin, and it was just a horrible migraine. Right, Excedrin made me break out. I had no idea what it was up until I just took it a second time. I have a mad headache, so I take Excedrin and I break out again in hives, like from head to toe. It was pretty bad. It was like emergency. I had to go to the emergency for them just to try to fix me. So, and I was so against Ray's like, well, why don't you just try this? Why don't you just try a mint? Try whatever. Try chocolate. Try it. Maybe that will help you. No, that's not going to help me. I'm going to just take whatever prescription drugs. That's totally fine. Dude,
It's so weird.
it was so and it's just something that I
Not
didn't
just
grow
you.
up.
It's a lot of people.
I did
It's
not grow
a
up
lot
like
of
that.
people that don't understand that.
So I had a headache earlier, and I'm like, dude, can I get a mint, please?
Yeah.
Dude, 20 minutes later, I mean, it takes a little bit for that to kick in, but feeling way better. Way better.
Baby Mac's about ready for bed.
Yeah,
I wanna
Alright.
hold
a
him.
bit.
This has been fun.
Let me hold him for a second.
Pelican fly. Come on, Pelican.
I got this. I got
He's
a baby
my
fix.
baby too, Nicole. No. 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 I can't believe it. I can't believe you can hit that hard with your left hand.
You know what? I'm so glad. Baby Mac has been my baby fix this weekend. I could hold the
Since
baby.
my baby maker's gonna be fixed. In a
His
few
baby
weeks.
maker's about to be fixed in about 3 weeks or so, and we're like,
Took
sure?
bullets out of the gun.
Oh,
I
I'm
mean-
going to fix the fuck out of myself when it makes sense. I hope the next one's a girl. If the next one's a girl, snippity snip 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 snip. Snip snip snippity snip 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 snip. And I'll just be coming freely. Ain't no Sam.
There's a Jeff Foxworthy one. He's like, took the bullets out of the gun. Now you can point it at anybody. They don't care.
See?
I told you.
Well, Rodney Carrington did one where I heard that shit backs you up, gets in your artery, swims around in there like little tadpole.
That's right. He does. So
I had 100 people be driving home tonight going, you think that shit's true?
Am I all backed up right now? Get that out.
I had
Get that
100% blockage and I'm a vegetarian.
And on that note, Fresh, there it is.
I know, yeah, I was ready. That's all good. Hey, thanks for joining us on the special edition of Same Shit, Different Toilet.
Thank you to all of you for coming up here with us this weekend, man.
Oh, thanks for having us, man. This was amazing. I'm glad the girls were here. We got to get you on more shows. You got to get your own spin-off show, talk shit about us.
Yeah, I think that would be
Nikki,
funny.
I don't feel like you said that much. I wish you would have said a little bit more.
She said a lot, dude.
But
it's all good.
we in the outhouse. We in the mountain house. Peace.
Huh? I had a bunch of fun. Thank you, boys, for having us.
Hey, listen,
I
at
enjoyed.
Mama K, is it at Mama _KGB, right? On Twitter?
Yep.
We got it finally started, and I think there's an at Tangelo SSDT.
And Nikki is at Mrs.
I was going
Duffman.
to say, I don't even know what mine is. You did it.
At
so.
Mrs. Duffman.
At
I was going to
Mrs.
say he did
Duffman.
mine, so I'm kind of getting used to that one.
I'm Duffman and she's Mrs. Duffman.
That's awesome. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Hey,
Yeah.
if you guys want dick pics, you can hit me up on the IG at Duffman916. If you want
That is
dick
not
pics, you can
true.
hit me up
That
on
is
the
not
Twitter at Duffman916 for dickpics.com.
Pelican fly. Come on, Pelican.
Yeah, thanks, shitheads, for tuning in to Same Shit, Different Toilet. And we'll definitely catch you next time.
Pubic hair.
What happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass?
Pubic hair. Pubic hair. I'm going to leave that on there and he's going to be pissed. Pubic hair.
Hey, you got a razor, Holmes?